Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach exercise 17.4 of class 10. 17.4 exercise is mainly based on we have to find out the mean by assume mean method. Here question is not written properly. You can see in book. We have to find out mean of all the questions of this exercise by assumed mean method. So today we are going to learn what is the meaning of assumed mean method. So in this the frequencies are discovered, means in this data are available to us, and frequencies are also available to us. The meaning of this table is the data is 800 and it is repeating 7 times, and the data is 820, it is repeating 14 times, like this. Now to solve this question by assuming method, the table format is this. In this, first xi column used to come, then fi column, then di is for deviation. I am repeating again, di for deviation, and its formula is xi minus a. A is assuming here. I will tell you what is the meaning of a in this question. Then the column used to come is fi di. Now students, will see how to enter the values in this table. Xi means data. Whatever data are available here, that is this xi row, completely just write here as xi column, and fi row, that is frequency row, just enter in fi column in the table, and di is for the deviation. The formula of deviation is xi minus a. So students, here first we need a, because xi we know, xi column is this, we didn't know a. A, the meaning of a is assumed mean, that you have to assume from always from xi column. You can assume any data among all these, you can assume any as assume mean, but prefer the middle term, because if you prefer the middle term, it will reduce the burden of calculation finally. That's why it is suggested that assume mean we should assume exactly the middle of the xi column, but it's not compulsory. You can assume any data as a. A is for assumed mean. Here I assumed this 900 as the assumed mean. That's why I put the arrow and wrote here a, so that it is clear what is a for us. Now the formula of di is xi minus a. So for entering the data in this row, we'll see what is xi for this row. The xi for this row is 800. That's why I wrote here 800, because the formula is xi minus a. So instead of xi, I wrote 800, then minus sign a. What is a? A is 900. So 900 here. Then 800 minus 900 is minus 100. In the same way, we will move to the next row. In next row, again we have to see the xi. What is xi for next row? That is 820. So I wrote here 820. Then minus a. Minus a is again 900. We will subtract them. That will give us minus 80. In the same way, we have to fill the next subsequent rows. So when you will subtract and fill it, you will get here minus 40, then 0, plus 20, plus 80 and 100. I hope it's clear to you. These two steps I had done to make you clear how we are getting deviation. Further you can do orally, and if you want to write all these, you can write here. It's not necessary to write all these here. It's sufficient to enter direct their difference. Now we'll move to the next column. Next column is of FIDA. FIDA means product of frequency and deviation. So here the frequency is 7 and the deviation is minus 100. So when you will multiply 7 by minus 100, you will get minus 700. In the same way, 14 multiplied by minus 80 will give you 1120. Like this, just multiply the FIDI of each row and enter here. After entering here, you have to process it. So when you will solve it, just see the last row of the table. Last row of the table is of total. Total is equal to this total sigma Fi. We need the total of Fi and FIDI. So we will add all the frequencies. That will give you answer 100. And when you will add them, you should add all the negative terms together and then all the positive terms together. Write somewhere in rough column. So here the summation of negative terms is minus 2580 and summation of positive terms is plus 1700. Then minus plus, you have to do minus and sign of big number. So when you will subtract them, you will get 880. Now since big number is negative, so minus sign will come. Again I am repeating how you have to add them, how you have to find out sigma FIDI. Sigma means summation. You have to add all these digits. But there is a problem. These three terms are negative and these three terms are positive. So together you can't process it. First add all the negative terms together and write down its answer somewhere inside. So when you will add these three terms together, the answer is going to be minus 2580. And when you will add these three terms together, the answer will be plus 1700. Now finally you have to process them. When you will process it, plus minus minus, so you have to subtract them. When we subtract, answer will come 880. And you know that when we subtract two numbers, the answer occupies the sign of the bigger number. So here bigger number is minus 2580. So this answer will acquire minus sign. So the conclusion is, from the table we obtained sigma Fi value is 100 and sigma FIDI value is minus 880. Now here the first line you should write is, what is your A? We assumed, let means our assumption. We assumed that assumed mean is A, that is 900. Then the formula of mean is A plus sigma FIDI upon sigma Fi. Here students take care that this line is showing the division of sigma Fi di upon sigma Fi, so it will come till here only. Don't write like this, it's completely wrong. So you should write down the formula as A plus sigma Fi di upon sigma Fi. So just learn it. It's the formula of mean by assumed mean method. Now we'll enter the values here. What is A here? A is 900, then plus sigma Fi di value is 880 and then sigma Fi is 100. So here students, two zeros are there. So from backside, after two places put the point. So that will give you answer 8.80. Then plus minus, you will get here minus. Then subtract them. When you will subtract it, you should write here 900.00 and then subtract. That will give you the answer 891.20. So the mean of question number first of exercise 17.4 is 891.20. Now we'll move to the question number third. The question number first is ungrouped frequency distribution. Just see the table. In this you have only xi, data directly, and then frequency. But in question number third, just see, we have the data in group and then frequency. So to solve this, the table format is like this. Again we have to find out the mean by assumed mean method. So just carefully just see the table. The table is going to be like this. First CI, that is class interval, expenditure in rupees, then workers, FI, frequency, and then XI you have to calculate, that is class mark. As we had done in previous exercise, the formula of class mark is upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. So when you will add here, you will get 250, then 250 divided by 2 will give you 125. In the same way, 200 plus 150 is going to be 350. 350 divided by 2 is 175. So xi is named as class mark. This you have to find out from CI column. Their average you have to find out. That is upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. Like this we will get xi column. Then the deviation, as we had calculated in first question. Deviation formula is di is equal to xi minus a, then fi di column. So these is after finding the class mark, the process is same like question number 1. So in question number 1, what we had done, first we had assumed A. A means assumed mean. So that you have to calculate from xi column. So we'll see what is the middle term. Middle term is near about. There are two middle terms here, 275 and 325. So among them you can assume any one as assumed mean. It's not going to affect your answer. You can assume any one, this also, and moreover you can assume any data as your assumed mean. But better to assume for any data from the middle because it will reduce your burden of calculation, that's why. So I assumed A as 275. Now DI formula is xi minus A, means 125 minus A. Minus A is what here? 275. So 125 minus 275 when you will do, you will get here 150. In the same way 175 minus 275 will give you 100. Like this you have to fill all the datas in this column. And then finally what we have here, Fi Di. Fi Di means the product of Fi column and Di column. So when you will multiply 24 and minus 150, the answer is going to be minus 3600, and then 40 multiplied by minus 100, the answer is minus 4000. Like this, just multiply the Fi and Xi column and Fi and Di column, and you will get Fi Di's datas. And as I mentioned in question number 1, how to find out Fi Di, first you should add all the negative terms together, then add all the positive terms together, and then finally we subtract them and write down the sign of bigger number, like I wrote here, minus 1750. So how I have obtained it? First I added these 3 terms together, then I added all these 4 terms together, then whatever answer I obtained, I subtracted them. Since the negative number summation is more than the positive number, so the answer required the minus sign. Now, and then in total we need the total of Fi column, that is 200, and then Fi Di, that is 1750. Now we'll move to the question. We'll move to the formula. Formula is same like question number 1. The formula of this question is, let assumed mean is equal to 275 as I mentioned in the table, and the mean formula is A plus sigma Fi Di upon sigma Fi. Now put the values. Here A is 275 and the value of sigma Fi Di and sigma Fi you will get from the table. I entered here. 2 zeros are here. So after 2 place from back I put the point, that is 17.5, then divide them. That will give you the answer 8.75, and then subtract it. When you will subtract, take care that it don't have any decimal. So first put 0.00 and then subtract 8.75 from this. That will give you the answer rupees 266.25. The unit is rupees because in the question in expenditure it is given that the expenditure are in rupees. So if a unit are mentioned with the data, you always should apply the unit. I hope it's clear to you. So we had learned the question number 1 and question number 3. Question number 1 is ungrouped frequency distribution, and third one is grouped frequency distribution because in third the datas were in groups. Now we'll move to the second question. I skipped the second because I want to teach you the class interval question, that's why. Question second is exactly like question number 1. In this also xi means datas are given in kg, xi is given directly, and then fi is the number of workers. We have to find out the mean by assuming method. So table format is just like question number 1. It is xi fi, then di is equal to xi minus a, then fi di. So here xi I wrote from the question, fi I wrote from the question. The middle of the data, in middle you can see 62 as well as 63, both are coming in the middle. You can assume any as a. I assumed here, assumed mean a as 62. Then di is equal to xi minus a is the formula. So xi is 60. So 60 minus a. 60 minus a is what? 60 minus 62. So when you will do 60 minus 62, answer is minus 2. In the same way here, I entered all the datas. Then multiply fi di. That will give you 5 into minus 2 is minus 10, and 8 into 1 is minus 8. Like this you will get the datas, and then finally add all them together, minus all minus terms together and then plus term together, then subtract it, and then sign of big numbers just apply. The formula as I mentioned in question number 1 and 3, same formula, that is mean is equal to a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. In that put the values and then either cancel it or take LCM, then add them and then finally divide it. The answer will come 62.65 kg. In the same way, question number 4 is just like question number 3 because in this class interval is given to us. So The table format is going to be like question number third. Question number third's table is also like this. That is class interval in rupees, then frequency, then class mark, then deviation, DI for deviation, then deviation formula is xi minus a, then fi dA. So here students, class mark. Now how to find out class mark? Upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. So when you will add it, you will get upper limit plus lower limit is 20 plus 15 is equal to 35. When you will do 35 upon 2, it will give you answer 17.5. In the same way, upper limit plus lower limit upon 2, that is 25 plus 20 will give you 45. Then 45 upon 2 is 22.5. In the same way, add them, divide by 2, you will get xi class mark column, and after obtaining the class mark, the middle of it you have to assume mean. So I assumed 42.5 as assumed mean. So what is A for us? 42.5. Now we have to find out DI. DI is xi minus A. That is 17.5 minus A is 42.5. So when you will find out 17.5 minus 42.5, the answer is going to be 25. In the same way, 22.5 minus 42.5 will give you minus 20. Like this, just fill all the data here. Then multiply Fi column and Di column, that is 17 multiplied by minus 25 is minus 175. Then 5 multiplied by 20 is minus 100. Like this, just multiply it and then find out FIDA. Then finally add them. That will give you FIDA as minus 205 and sigma Fi is 70. The formula of mean is, assumed mean is A. First A I wrote, what I assumed as A, that is 42.5. Then mean is A plus sigma FIDA upon sigma Fi. Then in this I put the value. What is sigma FIDA? That is minus 205. Then Fi is 70. Then finally take the LCM and then subtract it. And that will give you answer 2770 upon 70. Then means I cancel 0 by 0. Then finally divide them. After dividing, answer came as 39.57. And since it is unit is available in the question rupees, so the mean is rupees 39.57. Thank you.